You're driving a car from a brand you've trusted for years, only to find out they're on the verge of collapse. Sounds unbelievable, right? But in 2025, this is the harsh reality for some of the biggest names in the automotive industry. Brands that once ruled the roads are now struggling to survive. So, what went wrong? Was it poor leadership, outdated technology, or just bad timing? Or maybe it was a combination of all three. Today, we're diving deep into the stories of 5 car brands that are failing in 2025. From shocking recalls to plummeting sales, we'll uncover the reasons behind their downfall and what it means for the future of the automotive world. 1. Rivian, the struggles of an EV startup. Let's start with Rivian, the electric vehicle startup that was once hailed as the next Tesla. With its sleek designs, rugged electric trucks, and SUVs, Rivian promised to revolutionize the EV market. But fast forward to 2025, and the company is facing some serious challenges. So, what went wrong? The reliability crisis. First, let's talk about reliability. Rivian's predicted reliability score is a shocking 18 out of 100. That's one of the lowest in the industry. For a brand that's trying to compete with giants like Tesla and Ford, this is a major red flag. Customers have reported everything from software glitches to mechanical failures, and these issues are tarnishing Rivian's reputation. Imagine spending $85,000 on a brand new Rivian, only to have it break down on your first road trip. Not exactly the electric dream, is it? The price problem. Speaking of $85,000, let's talk about Rivian's pricing. While their trucks and SUVs are packed with cutting-edge technology, the high price tag makes them inaccessible to the average consumer. For comparison, Tesla's Model Y starts at around $50,000, and Ford's F-150 Lightning is priced competitively too. Rivian's premium pricing is pushing potential buyers toward more affordable options. In a market where affordability is key, Rivian's high costs are a major hurdle. Production delays and overpromising. But the problems don't stop there. Rivian has been plagued by production delays. The company overpromised and underdelivered, missing key deadlines and frustrating customers who pre-ordered their vehicles. These delays have not only hurt Rivian's credibility, but also given competitors like Tesla and Ford a chance to steal the spotlight. When you're a new player in the EV game, you can't afford to lose trust. And unfortunately for Rivian, that's exactly what's happening. High costs and lack of brand loyalty. Another major issue? Rivian's sky-high manufacturing and R&D costs. Building electric vehicles from scratch is expensive, and Rivian is feeling the pressure. Unlike legacy automakers, Rivian doesn't have decades of brand loyalty to fall back on. While Ford and GM can rely on their established customer base, Rivian is still trying to prove itself. Without a loyal fan base or deep pockets, Rivian is struggling to keep up with the competition. Can Rivian bounce back? So can Rivian turn things around? It's possible, but they'll need to address their reliability issues, lower their prices, and speed up production. Otherwise, they risk becoming just another cautionary tale in the fast-paced world of electric vehicles. Up next, we'll take a look at Cadillac, another iconic brand that's struggling to stay relevant in 2025. Stay tuned. 2. Cadillac, the fall of an American icon. Next up, we have Cadillac, a name that once symbolized American luxury and innovation. From being the car of choice for Hollywood stars to representing the pinnacle of success, Cadillac was the ultimate status symbol. But in 2025, the brand is struggling to keep up. So what happened to this once iconic automaker? The reliability and recall crisis. Let's start with the numbers. Cadillac's predicted reliability score is a dismal 27 out of 100. To make matters worse, there have been 34 recalls across General Motors brands, many of which affect Cadillac models. From faulty airbags to engine issues, these recalls have severely damaged consumer trust. Imagine buying a luxury car for over $70,000, only to find out it's been recalled multiple times. That's not exactly the premium experience Cadillac promises. The price problem. Speaking of $70,000, let's talk about Cadillac's pricing. With an average selling price of $72,586, Cadillac is positioned as a luxury brand. But here's the problem. Competitors like Tesla, BMW, and Mercedes are offering better value for money. For example, the Tesla Model S starts at around $80,000 but comes with cutting-edge technology and superior performance. Cadillac, on the other hand, is struggling to justify its high price tag. In a market where consumers demand innovation and value, Cadillac is falling behind. Overstocked inventory and declining sales. Another red flag? Cadillac's market supply is at 89 days, way above the industry average. This means dealerships are sitting on unsold inventory for months, signaling weak demand. Empty dealership lots and declining sales are becoming the new normal for Cadillac. When your cars aren't selling, it's a clear sign that something's wrong. And for Cadillac, that something is a combination of poor reliability, high prices, and outdated designs. Failure to adapt to the EV revolution. But perhaps the biggest reason for Cadillac's downfall is its failure to adapt to the electric vehicle revolution. While Tesla, BMW, and Mercedes are leading the charge with innovative EVs, Cadillac has been slow to transition. Their Lyriq EV, while promising, has been plagued by delays and underwhelming performance. In a world where electric vehicles are the future, Cadillac is still clinging to the past. Struggles to attract younger buyers. Finally, Cadillac is struggling to attract younger buyers. While brands like Tesla and BMW are winning over millennials and Gen Z with sleek designs and tech-savvy features, Cadillac's designs feel outdated and uninspired. The brand's inability to connect with younger audiences is costing them dearly. In a market driven by innovation and style, Cadillac is losing its appeal. Can Cadillac make a comeback? So, can Cadillac turn things around? It's possible, but they'll need to address their reliability issues, lower their prices, and embrace the electric future. Otherwise, they risk becoming a relic of the past in an industry that 3. GMC, the struggle to stay relevant. Next on our list is GMC, the truck and SUV division of General Motors. Known for their rugged, dependable vehicles, GMC has long been a favorite among truck enthusiasts. But in 2025, the brand is facing some serious challenges. So what's going wrong for this once dominant player in the automotive world? The reliability and recall problem. Let's start with reliability. GMC's predicted reliability score is just 33 out of 100, and like Cadillac, they've been hit with 34 recalls across General Motors brands. From transmission issues to electrical problems, these recalls are eroding consumer trust. When you're paying over $67,000 for a truck, you expect it to be reliable. But for many GMC customers, that hasn't been the case. The price and competition problem. Speaking of $67,000, let's talk about GMC's pricing. Their trucks and SUVs are expensive, and in a market flooded with options, that's a problem. Competitors like Ford, Rivian, and Tesla are offering more innovative and affordable alternatives. For example, the Ford F-150 Lightning starts at around $55,000, and the Tesla Cybertruck is also competitively priced. GMC's high prices are pushing buyers toward these newer, more exciting options. If GMC wants to stay relevant in this modern, value-driven market, they need to make some big changes, otherwise, they risk falling behind. Overstocked inventory and weak demand. Another major issue? GMC's market supply is at 79 days, well above the industry average. This means dealerships are sitting on unsold inventory for months, signaling weak demand. Overstocked lots and declining sales are becoming the new normal for GMC. When your vehicles aren't selling, it's a clear sign that something's wrong. And for GMC, that something is a combination of poor reliability, high prices, and a lack of innovation. Over-reliance on gas guzzlers. But perhaps the biggest reason for GMC's struggles is its over-reliance on gas-guzzling trucks and SUVs. While the market is shifting toward electric vehicles, GMC has been slow to adapt. Their Hummer EV, while impressive, is priced out of reach for most consumers and hasn't been enough to offset declining sales of their traditional models. In a world where electric vehicles are the future, GMC is still clinging to the past. Lack of innovation and rising competition. Finally, GMC is facing fierce competition from brands like Ford, Rivian, and Tesla. While these competitors are pushing the boundaries of design and technology, GMC's offerings feel outdated and uninspired. From bland interiors to lackluster tech features, GMC is struggling to stand out in a crowded market. In an industry driven by innovation, GMC is falling behind. Can GMC adapt and survive? So, can GMC turn things around? It's possible, but they'll need to address their reliability issues, lower their prices, and embrace the electric future. Otherwise, they risk becoming irrelevant in an industry that's evolving faster than ever. 4. Jeep, the off-road icon, losing its way. Next up, we have Jeep, a brand that's synonymous with adventure, freedom, and off-road capability. For decades, Jeep has been the go-to choice for explorers and outdoor enthusiasts, but in 2025, the brand is facing some serious challenges. So what's going wrong for this iconic off-road legend? The reliability and recall crisis. Let's start with the numbers. Jeep's predicted reliability score is a disappointing 33 out of 100. But that's not all. Jeep has been hit with a staggering 72 recalls across FCA brands. From engine failures to electrical issues, these recalls are damaging Jeep's reputation for durability and reliability. Imagine buying a Jeep for its legendary off-road capability, only to have it break down on your first adventure. That's not exactly the rugged experience Jeep promises, the price and market supply problem. Speaking of buying a Jeep, let's talk about their pricing. With an average selling price of $50,001, Jeep is positioned as an affordable off-road option. But here's the problem. Their market supply is at a shocking 126 days, well above the industry average. This means dealerships are sitting on unsold Jeeps for months, signaling weak demand. When your vehicles aren't selling, it's a clear sign that something's wrong. And for Jeep, that something is a combination of poor reliability, rising competition, and a failure to innovate. Failure to innovate in the EV space. But perhaps the biggest reason for Jeep's struggles is its failure to innovate in the electric vehicle space. While competitors like Rivian and Land Rover are leading the charge with electric SUVs, Jeep's Wrangler 4xe has underperformed. With limited range and underwhelming sales, the 4xe hasn't been enough to keep Jeep competitive in the evolving market. In a world where electric vehicles are the future, Jeep is still clinging to the past. Reputation for poor quality. Another major issue, Jeep's reputation for poor quality. While the brand is known for its off-road capability, frequent breakdowns and reliability issues are driving customers away. In a market where consumers expect both performance and dependability, Jeep is falling short. When your brand is known more for breakdowns than adventures, it's hard to attract loyal customers. Rising competition. Finally, Jeep is facing fierce competition from brands like Rivian and Land Rover. While Rivian is winning over adventure seekers with its electric trucks and SUVs, Land Rover is dominating the luxury off-road market. Jeep, on the other hand, is struggling to keep up with its outdated designs and lack of innovation. 5. Volkswagen, the people's car, losing its people. Finally, we have Volkswagen, a brand that once promised to bring affordable, reliable cars to the masses. From the iconic Beetle to the practical Golf, Volkswagen has been a staple of the automotive world for decades. But in 2025, the brand is facing some serious challenges. So, what's going wrong for this once-beloved automaker? The reliability problem. Let's start with reliability. Volkswagen's predicted reliability score is just 34 out of 100. For a brand that's supposed to represent quality and affordability, this is a major red flag. Customers have reported everything from engine issues to electrical problems, and these issues are tarnishing Volkswagen's reputation. When you're buying a car for everyday use, you expect it to be dependable. But for many Volkswagen owners, that hasn't been the case. The price and market supply problem. Speaking of everyday use, let's talk about Volkswagen's pricing. With an average selling price of $36,255, Volkswagen is positioned as an affordable mass-market brand. But here's the problem. Their market supply is at 85 days, well above the industry average. This means dealerships are sitting on unsold Volkswagens for months, signaling weak demand. When your cars aren't selling, it's a clear sign that something's wrong. And for Volkswagen, that something is a combination of poor reliability, rising competition, and a failure to innovate. The Dieselgate scandal's lingering shadow. But perhaps the biggest reason for Volkswagen's struggles is the lingering shadow of the Dieselgate scandal. In 2015, Volkswagen was caught cheating on emissions tests, and the fallout has been devastating. Despite efforts to rebuild trust, the scandal continues to haunt the brand, with many consumers still wary of Volkswagen's commitment to ethical practices. When your brand is associated with scandal, it's hard to win back loyal customers. Slow adoption of EV technology. Another major issue? Volkswagen's slow adoption of electric vehicle technology. While competitors like Tesla and Hyundai are leading the charge with innovative EVs, Volkswagen has been slow to transition. Their ID.4, while a step in the right direction, hasn't been enough to compete with the likes of Tesla's Model Y or Hyundai's Ioniq 5. In a world where electric vehicles are the future, Volkswagen is struggling to keep up. Rising competition from affordable EV brands. Finally, Volkswagen is facing fierce competition from affordable EV brands like BYD and MG. These brands are offering cutting-edge technology at competitive prices, making it harder for Volkswagen to stand out in the mass market segment. In an industry driven by innovation and affordability, Volkswagen is losing its edge. Can Volkswagen regain its place? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the world of cars and business. From Rivian's quality control issues to Volkswagen's struggle to move past Dieselgate, these 5 car brands are facing significant challenges in 2025. Whether it's poor reliability, overstocked inventory, or a failure to adapt to the EV revolution, their mistakes serve as a cautionary tale for the automotive industry. Each of these brands has its own unique story, but they all share one thing in common: a failure to evolve with the times. In an industry that's changing faster than ever, standing still is no longer an option. But here's the question: which of these brands do you think can make a comeback? Is it Rivian with its innovative designs, Cadillac with its luxury heritage, or Volkswagen with its mass market appeal? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the world of cars and business. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.